Manchester United won 2-1 against Brentford at Old Trafford yesterday. It was a much needed win. Um, so let's have a quick review of the entire game. The first goal was on the extra time in the first half, where it was a corner from Damsgaard, and then Pinnock, who was in the box, generated some momentum and it was a clean header. There's some controversy around the first goal because De Ligt was asked to leave for the third time and he couldn't get back on the pitch for this corner. So yeah, it was a controversial first goal of the game. 70 seconds after the second half started, um, it was a cross from Marcus Rashford. It was a fantastic cross, which Garnacho just volleyed into the back of the net. It was a beautiful goal and a fantastic equalizer from Alejandro Garnacho. The final goal of the game came from Rasmus Højlund, so it was a fantastic pass from Christian Eriksen, which was given a back heel flick by none other than Bruno Fernandes, and a nice chip over Flacken for Manchester United to take the lead. Garnacho Shines. So he was the man of the match for me in this game. So he had 5 shots on targets, won 6 out of the 15 duels. For a forward player, this is fantastic. He also made 2 interceptions and 3 tackles. He was relentless. He was always on the ball and trying to take a shot. He was constantly testing Flacken, and most of all, he's taking chances. Whenever he gets the ball, there's something happening, and he constantly was going outside, drifting inwards, and so he was a pain for the defenders. And Brentford didn't know how to handle him. So it was fantastic from Garnacho, especially the first goal. Um, it was just oozing quality. So he had one of the best games, and no one. And I think this is the start of something new for Garnacho in terms of building up that momentum. So he's getting continuous games. He's no longer that um, impact sub. So he's a starter who's playing those 80 minutes, 75 to 80 minutes, and being a pain for the opposing defenders. Can't wait to see more of him for the rest of the season. Holding Hoyland. I think it was one of the best games of Hoyland in the Manchester United shirt, because he showed something of a different dimension than he usually has. His holding play. We've known that he has the physical strength to go against the big defenders, but he showed it in this game. He went against Pinnock and he held on to the ball. He engaged with the midfield line with Bruno and Eriksen and Casemiro, um, to hold the ball and pass it to them, and then make that run towards the D box. So overall, it was fantastic. In addition to that, also let's talk about the goal. It was a fantastic flick by Bruno, but the first touch of Hoyland, ooh, it was oozing class. And then, cool and calm, he just flicked it, the tank, um, into the box, into the goal, over Flecken, and this is his first goal in the league, and I hope this continues. Last year, around this time, he was starting to get into that goal scoring form of like 6 goals in 6 games or something like that, and I hope this is the start of something similar. Monstrous De Ligt. He won 5 of the 8 duels. He had 95% pass accuracy, 3 clearances, 3 interceptions, and 3 tackles. He was a warrior yesterday. It's not just because he was bleeding and he was just trying to still get back and give it his all, but then the way he played, the way he organized that defensive line along with Johnny Evans, um, the shirt is not weighing heavy on him. He looks comfortable. Maybe the Dutch shirt is not so lucky for him these days, but he's doing great for the club. And if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I'm a big supporter of De Ligt. Um, Living in the Netherlands, I've seen a lot of De Ligt at Ajax. He is one hell of a player. He is a true warrior and a leader in the back line. And I look forward to seeing more of him. He's had a good start. I hope this continues, and I look forward to him becoming one of the best defenders that he has always set out to be in the United shirt. Midfield Magic. All the three midfielders had a fantastic day um, on the pitch yesterday, especially Casemiro. Especially Casemiro. So he won 11 of the 16 duels. He made four clearances, one block shot, one interception, five tackles, and four key passes. He was a monster yesterday, and I think he made the difference in the midfield. And the number of times we have counted Casemiro out, and then he puts in a performance like this. I'm super happy for him. Um, Maybe he's not going to be uh, playing twice every week kind of a player with Ugarte coming in. I think we can rotate between them, and if he can play once a week with this much class, nobody's going to be complaining. And also Bruno, he hasn't had a lot of good games recently, but it was a very, very good game for Bruno. He dialed back on that, um, let's say, over creativity where he just constantly takes shots and loses the balls. But then he was everywhere in the pitch. He was going down the left flank, the right flank. He's dropping down as a six to pick up the ball. So he made the difference. And I hope I can get this Bruno. And the player who was counted out last season, Eriksen. Oh man, he's again, time and again, proving that he is a fantastic midfielder. He doesn't have the legs, but his creativity. He had 95% pass accuracy, and he made four key passes, and he was amazing on the pitch, especially with the Meno injured. He's going to get a continuous spell, and then I hope this trio who made all the difference in Eric Ten Hag's first season can help him in the third one as well. Looking forward to see this magic in the midfield. Tactics, both good and bad. So Eric Ten Hag um, has been under fire because we're not sitting well on both the Premier League table and the Europa League table. But today he got his tactics right, especially with the possessions. In the first 25 minutes, the game was a bit off. I think it was not going great for Man United, and then he adjusted the tactics, and then it was a fantastic game of football, especially for United. When we were in possession, uh, we were really great, and we were able to rotate it, and we were being very deadly with the ball as well. Um, so that's the good part. I'd love to see more of it in a consistent basis across the games. And I also think he made the right substitutions and the right calls to tweak the tactics here and there. Thomas Frank is a great manager for Brentford, so it was not easy to break that defensive line twice. And um, the second half especially was uh, a full on tactical um, tactical game for United, and Ten Hag came out on top. The bad side, we are really bad at set pieces, and I hope we can improve. When I say set pieces, it's not just defending against set pieces, but also we're not. scoring goals in set pieces. Yes, Harry Maguire's goal um, was an exceptional one against Porto, but yeah, that's not the norm for us. So and also Pinnock, yes, we were one man down, not getting into that, but you can clearly see Pinnock is one of the main players to mark in corners against Brentford, and we just left him to have that momentum. So I hope United works on this, and I hope we don't see any more of these goals against us going forward. Notable performances include Johnny Evans. If you heard the Old Trafford for fans cheering for him when he got out, you understood why. True club legend, had a great game. Looking forward to see Johnny more in with such performances. Dallo, not the best game for him, but he played a good both offensive and the defensive game. Especially that run he made for the direct pass from Onana, fantastic. Want to want to see more of that. Marcus, um, he had four key passes. He was a great on the ball, and he was fighting for it with a spirit that we haven't seen in him in quite some time. So I hope he can add more goals and assists to his to this performance, and then we have the Marcus from 2 seasons ago, and want to see more of that. If you like the content, please click the like button. Also, share your comments in the comments bar below, and please subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Bye bye.